In a world filled with uncertainties, your survival depends on more than just stockpiling supplies. Mastering essential survival skills can make the difference between thriving and barely surviving. Welcome to Prepper's Paradigm, where we equip you with practical, no-nonsense advice to navigate uncertainties confidently and thrive in any situation. I'm Elijah. Before we dive in, a quick note. I'm using a computer-generated voice because of an injury that makes my own voice difficult to understand. Thanks for your patience. Today, we'll cover 10 essential survival skills every prepper should master. These skills will equip you to handle a variety of situations, from everyday emergencies to full-blown crises. These skills are the foundation of your preparedness journey. Whether you're new to prepping or an experienced survivalist, mastering these essentials will ensure you're ready for whatever comes your way. Shelter building is the most critical survival skill you need to master. In harsh conditions, a good shelter can mean the difference between life and death. Exposure to extreme weather can lead to hypothermia or heat stroke within hours, making shelter your top priority. There are several types of shelters you can build, each suited to different environments and available materials. Let's start with the basics. The tarp shelter is one of the simplest and most versatile options. There are a variety of ways to set up a tarp depending on your location and what you have available. For example, you can create a ridge line between trees, or use stakes or walking poles to support the tarp in a tent-like shape. Keep the tarp taut. This will protect you from rain, wind, and even snow. Next, we have the debris hut. This shelter is excellent for cold conditions. Start by creating a sturdy frame with branches, forming a herb-like structure. Then, cover it with thick layers of leaves, grass, and other insulating materials. The thick layer of debris will trap your body heat, keeping you warm through the night. A simpler version is the lean-to shelter, which has just one side and less insulation. It doesn't provide as much warmth as a debris hut shelter, but it can provide protection from the worst of the weather. If possible, build a fire in front of the open side to reflect heat into the shelter. Always remember to choose your shelter location wisely. Avoid areas prone to flooding, falling branches, or dangerous wildlife. Ideally, find a spot with natural windbreaks and proximity to resources like water and firewood. Mastering shelter building ensures you have a safe haven in any wilderness situation. With practice, you can quickly adapt to different environments and conditions, significantly increasing your chances of survival. Water purification is a vital survival skill. In any wilderness situation, access to clean water is essential. Drinking contaminated water can lead to severe illness, so knowing how to purify water can save your life. There are several methods to purify water, and it's important to understand each one. Let's start with boiling. Boiling water is one of the most effective ways to kill pathogens. Bring the water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute or 3 minutes at higher altitudes. This method requires a heat source and a container, so always have a metal pot or cup in your survival kit. Another reliable method is using water purification tablets. These tablets are lightweight and easy to carry. Simply follow the instructions on the package, usually involving adding a tablet to the water and waiting for a specified amount of time. This method is great for emergencies when you don't have access to a fire. Portable water filters are also a fantastic option. They come in various forms, including straw filters and pump filters. These devices filter out bacteria, protozoa, and other contaminants. Make sure to have a high-quality portable filter in your gear, and remember to maintain and replace the filters as needed. I've added links to my favorites, the Sawyer Mini Water Filter and the Life Straw, in the video description. For a low-tech solution, consider the solar disinfection method, or SODIS. Fill a clear plastic bottle with water and leave it in direct sunlight for at least 6 hours. The UV rays from the sun will kill most pathogens. This method is useful when you have limited resources and plenty of sunlight. Always carry multiple methods of water purification in your survival kit. This redundancy ensures that you can purify water in any situation. Collect water from the cleanest source available, and avoid stagnant or polluted water whenever possible. Fire starting is one of the most fundamental survival skills. Fire provides warmth, cooks food, and purifies water. It can also be a signal for help and a deterrent against wild animals. There are several methods to start a fire, each with its advantages. Let's explore the most effective techniques. Matches and lighters are the most convenient fire starting tools. They're easy to use and reliable, so always have waterproof matches, a sturdy lighter, or even just basic Bic lighters in your survival kit. Keep them in a waterproof container to ensure they remain dry. A ferro rod, or fire steel, is another excellent fire starting tool. It produces a shower of sparks when scraped with a metal striker. To use it, gather a pile of dry tinder, such as dry leaves, grass, or small twigs. Hold the ferro rod close to the tinder and scrape it with the striker to create sparks. The sparks will ignite the tinder, allowing you to build your fire. I've added a link to a good ferro rod in the video description. To master more primitive methods, consider learning the hand drill technique. This uses friction to generate heat and create an ember. It requires a spindle and a hearth board. Place the spindle on the hearth board and spin it rapidly between your hands to create friction. While it takes practice and effort, being able to start a fire without modern tools is a valuable skill. No matter which method you use, having the right tinder and kindling is crucial. Tinder catches the initial spark and burns quickly, while kindling helps to sustain and grow the fire. Always gather plenty of both before you start. Building a proper fire lay is also important. The teepee structure is great for quick ignition and strong flames. The log cabin structure provides a steady, long-lasting fire. The lean-to structure works well in windy conditions. Choose the structure that best suits your needs and environment. Mastering fire starting ensures you can stay warm, cook food, and purify water in any survival situation. Practice these techniques regularly to build confidence and proficiency. First aid is a critical survival skill. In the wilderness and in day-to-day life, injuries and illnesses can happen at any time. Knowing how to provide basic first aid can prevent a minor issue from becoming a major problem and can save lives in an emergency. Every prepper should have a well-stocked first aid kit and know how to use the items in it. Let's go over some essential first aid skills. Cleaning and bandaging wounds is a fundamental skill and the most likely first aid skill you need to use. First, clean the wound with clean water or an antiseptic solution to prevent infection. Then, apply an antibiotic ointment if available and cover the wound with a sterile bandage. Change the bandage regularly and keep an eye out for signs of infection, such as redness, swelling, or pus. Treating sprains and strains is also important. Follow the RICE method. Rest the injured limb, ice the area to reduce swelling, compress with an elastic bandage, and elevate the limb above heart level. This will help manage pain and swelling and promote faster healing. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR, is another vital skill. If someone is not breathing or their heart has stopped, CPR can keep oxygenated blood flowing to their brain and vital organs until professional help arrives. Learn the proper technique from a certified instructor and practice regularly. In case of fractures or broken bones, knowing how to make an improvised splint is crucial. Use rigid materials like sticks or rolled-up magazines and secure them around the injured limb with cloth or bandages. Immobilize the limb and seek professional medical help as soon as possible. Always carry a first aid manual or emergency medical information in your kit. This can guide you through unfamiliar situations and provide critical information when you need it most. Mastering first aid skills ensures that you can respond effectively to injuries and medical emergencies in the wilderness. These skills can make a significant difference in survival situations and should be practiced regularly. Navigation is a vital survival skill. In the wilderness, knowing how to find your way can prevent you from getting lost and help you reach safety. Effective navigation ensures you stay on course and make informed decisions about your route. There are several tools and techniques to navigate the wilderness. Let's start with the basics: map reading and using a compass. Understanding how to read a topographic map is essential. Topographic maps show the terrain's contours, elevations, and landmarks. Learn to interpret the map's symbols and scale. Identify key features like rivers, mountains, and trails to plan your route. Using a compass in conjunction with a map helps you maintain your direction. First, orient the map by aligning it with the compass needle pointing north. Then, use the compass to find your bearing and follow the desired direction. Practice taking bearings and following them accurately. Triangulation is a technique to determine your precise location. Identify 3 landmarks on the map and take bearings on each one with your compass. Where the 3 lines intersect is your approximate position. This technique is particularly useful in unfamiliar terrain. Modern GPS devices can also be invaluable. They provide real-time location data and route tracking. However, always carry a map and compass as backups in case your GPS fails or the battery dies. Familiarize yourself with the GPS device's functions and how to navigate using its coordinates. Natural navigation techniques can be life-saving if you lose your tools. The sun, stars, and natural landmarks can help guide you. For example, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. At night, the North Star can help you find true north. Learning to read natural signs like moss growth and tree shapes can also assist in finding your way. Always plan your route before heading out and let someone know your plans. Carry extra batteries for electronic devices and have a backup plan in case you need to change your route. Being prepared enhances your safety and confidence in the wilderness. Mastering navigation skills ensures you can find your way in any environment. These skills are crucial for survival and should be practiced regularly to maintain proficiency. Foraging is an essential survival skill. Knowing how to find and identify edible plants and mushrooms can provide a reliable food source in the wilderness. This skill helps you stay nourished when other food supplies are scarce. When foraging, it's crucial to correctly identify what's safe to eat and what's not. Many wild plants and mushrooms are edible, but some are toxic and can be dangerous. Let's explore some basics. Start by learning to identify common edible plants. Dandelions are a great example. The leaves, flowers, and roots are all edible. Wild berries, such as blueberries and blackberries, are also safe and nutritious. Always ensure you positively identify a plant before consuming it. Using a foraging guidebook or a reliable app can help you identify edible plants and avoid toxic ones. These resources provide detailed images and descriptions, making it easier to recognize plants in the field. Carry one with you whenever you go foraging. Mushrooms are another valuable food source, but extra caution is needed. Some edible mushrooms, like morels and chanterelles, are delicious and nutritious. However, many mushrooms have toxic lookalikes. Never eat a mushroom unless you are 100% certain of its identity. Having the right tools makes foraging more efficient. A foraging basket or bag helps you collect and transport your finds. A small knife or scissors is useful for harvesting plants without damaging them. Once you've gathered your edible plants and mushrooms, it's important to prepare them properly. Wash all forage food thoroughly to remove dirt and potential contaminants. Some plants and mushrooms may need cooking to neutralize mild toxins or improve taste and digestibility. Foraging provides a sustainable way to find food in the wild. By mastering this skill, you can supplement your diet with fresh, natural ingredients and increase your self-reliance in survival situations. Hunting and fishing are vital survival skills. When food supplies run low, knowing how to hunt and fish can provide you with essential nutrients to keep you going. Hunting small game is an effective way to procure food in the wild. Simple traps and snares can catch animals like rabbits, squirrels, and birds. Let's start with some basic trap-making techniques. It's important to note that primitive trapping techniques, such as snare traps and deadfalls, are illegal in many places. However, knowing these primitive techniques is important in case of a collapse where survival becomes the priority. A snare is a simple yet effective trap. To set one up, use a piece of wire or strong cord to create a loop. Position the loop on an animal trail, securing it to a sturdy branch or stake. When the animal walks through, the loop tightens around its neck or body, capturing it. The deadfall trap is another useful method. It involves a heavy object, like a rock, balanced on a stick trigger. When the animal nudges the baited stick, the rock falls, trapping or killing the animal. This method requires patience and careful setup, but can be very effective. Fishing is another vital skill. Using a fishing rod, hand reel, or improvised line with a hook and bait is the easiest way to catch fish. Cast your line into the water and wait for a bite. Setting up fish traps, like basket traps or gill nets, can catch multiple fish and provide a more sustainable food source. Once you've caught your game or fish, knowing how to clean and prepare it is essential. For fish, remove the scales, gut it, and rinse thoroughly. For small game, skinning and gutting are necessary steps. Cook the meat thoroughly to avoid parasites and bacteria. Make sure you have the necessary tools and supplies for hunting and fishing. A small fishing kit, snare wire, and basic knowledge of local wildlife can significantly increase your chances of success. There are links to useful items for hunting and fishing in the video description. Self-defense is an essential survival skill. In a survival scenario, protecting yourself and your loved ones is paramount. Situational awareness is your first line of defense. Always be aware of your surroundings and potential threats. Avoid dangerous areas and keep a safe distance from suspicious individuals. Trust your instincts and be prepared to act if you sense danger. Remember that running away is a great form of self-defense. Avoiding conflict is the best choice if at all possible. Knowing how to recognize and avoid threats is crucial in staying safe. If you find yourself in a situation where self-defense is necessary, techniques learned and practiced at a self-defense or martial arts class can be invaluable. Let's explore some of these techniques. Blocking and striking are fundamental skills taught in self-defense classes. Learn to block an incoming attack to protect vital areas like your head and torso. Practice striking vulnerable areas on an assailant, such as the eyes, throat, and groin, to quickly incapacitate them. Escaping holds and grapples is also crucial. Learn techniques to break free from an attacker's grip and create distance. Martial arts classes provide structured training and practice in these techniques. Styles such as Krav Maga, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Muay Thai focus on practical self-defense skills. Regular practice builds confidence, speed, and effectiveness in defending yourself. Mastering self-defense skills ensures you can protect yourself in various situations. These skills enhance your overall preparedness and confidence in survival scenarios. Knot tying is a versatile survival skill. Knowing how to tie different knots can be incredibly useful for building shelters, securing gear, and more. Let's explore some essential knots every prepper should master. Each knot serves a different purpose and offers unique benefits. Let's start with the bowline. The bowline knot is known for its strength and reliability. It creates a fixed loop at the end of a rope that won't slip or come undone. To tie a bowline, make a small loop in the rope, pass the end through the loop, around the standing part of the rope, and back through the loop. This knot is excellent for securing ropes and lifting heavy objects. The clove hitch is another essential knot, perfect for securing a rope to a post or tree. Wrap the rope around the post, cross it over itself, wrap it around again, and tuck the end under the last wrap. This knot is quick to tie and easy to adjust, making it ideal for temporary shelters and camp setups. The square knot, or reef knot, is used for joining two ropes of equal thickness. Cross the ends of the ropes over each other and tie them together like you would the first step of tying your shoelaces. Then, cross the ends again in the opposite direction and tie another overhand knot. This knot is simple and secure for binding objects together. The taut line hitch is great for tensioning a line. This adjustable knot slides to tighten or loosen the line, yet holds firm under load. To tie it, wrap the rope around an anchor point. Make 2 wraps around the standing line on the inside of the loop. Then make 1 wrap on the outside and pull tight. This knot is perfect for securing tent guy lines and tarps. Practice tying these knots regularly to build muscle memory. Carry a small piece of rope with you to practice during downtime. Knowing these knots can make a significant difference in your ability to manage various tasks in the wilderness. Mastering knot tying ensures you have the skills to secure your gear and build effective shelters. These knots are fundamental tools in your survival toolkit. Signaling for help can be a very important survival skill, particularly if you are alone in any wilderness area. In an emergency, effectively signaling for help can mean the difference between rescue and prolonged danger. There are various methods you can use to signal for help. Let's start with the signal mirror. A signal mirror is highly effective on sunny days. To use it, hold the mirror close to your face and angle it so that the sunlight reflects onto your hand. Then, slowly move the reflected light towards your target, such as a passing plane or a distant rescue team. The bright flash of light can be seen from miles away. A whistle is another simple but effective signaling tool. The sound of a whistle carries much farther than shouting. Use the International Distress Signal, 3 short blasts, repeated at regular intervals. Always keep a whistle attached to your gear for easy access. Building a signal fire can help, especially at night. Create 3 fires in a triangular formation or line, as universally recognized distress signals. Use green branches or leaves to create smoke during the day, and keep the fire burning brightly at night. Always carry multiple signaling devices in your survival kit. A mirror, whistle, and even some brightly colored fabric or markers can significantly increase your chances of being noticed. Practice using these tools so you can deploy them quickly in an emergency. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this guide on essential survival skills helpful. Don't forget to check out the links in the video description for some useful items. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share this video with your friends and fellow preppers. Stay prepared, stay safe, and keep honing your skills.